Manchester United required major surgery this summer after their lowest points total in Premier League history. Erik Ten Hag has been tasked with waking up this sleeping giant and has spent more than £200 million to try and do it. As well as a shopping spree at his former club Ajax, signing Antony and Lisandro Martínez, United also picked up experienced playmaker Christian Eriksen, dynamic Dutch left-back Tyrell Malacia, and Champions League medal hoarder Casemiro. Will these new signings help secure Champions League football? Will Cristiano Ronaldo be fully integrated into the side? Is there room for club captain Harry Maguire? Let's take a look at 3 ways Manchester United could line up as they look to win a trophy for the first time since 2017. As we know from his time at Ajax, Erik Ten Hag prefers a 4-2-3-1 variation of the Dutch classic, and he has deployed this formation consistently at the start of the season. Despite doubts surrounding David De Gea's ability to excel as a modern-day goalkeeper, Martin Dubravka is unlikely to displace him as United's number 1. At right back, Diogo Dalot has established himself as the undisputed first choice. No Man United player created more chances than the Portuguese after the first 6 Premier League games of the season, and he also made more successful tackles than any other teammate. Tyrell Malacia offers a similar combination of technical quality and off-ball aggression on the opposite flank, 2 qualities Ten Hag will want to become synonymous with his side. Lisandro Martínez and Raphael Varane have formed the perfect centre-back partnership, quite literally. Winning each of their first 4 games when starting together, the Butcher's ball playing, shot blocking and expert reading of the game has brought the best out of Varane. The World Cup winner looked a shadow of his former self in his first season in red, but now seems rejuvenated next to Martinez. Christian Eriksen earned his reputation as an elite number 10, but can be found dictating play from deep under Ten Hag. With an aggressive, active defender next to him, Eriksen is tasked with orchestrating United's progression into the most dangerous part of the pitch. The Dane has played more passes into the final third than any other teammate, slicing apart any opposition press with his distribution. Casemiro, a 5-time Champions League winner, was expected to walk into the United 11, but Scott McTominay's performances have earned Ten Hag's trust and rave reviews. The loss of Paul Pogba and failure to sign Frenkie de Jong suggested the United midfield was lacking a natural ball carrier, but no Man United player has completed more take-ons than McTominay this season, with the Scotsman also winning the most duels. His bull in a china shop approach could certainly be refined, but it also provides necessary balance to Eriksen's style. Bruno Fernandes has also benefited from the reconfigured double pivots. The Portuguese now has greater freedom to roam further up the field and even beyond United's forwards, a role that places as much emphasis on scoring goals as it does creating them, rather than relying on their new number 8 to be their primary playmaker. Antony was signed to play on the right, and that is exactly where we'll find him, while Jadon Sancho is likely to mirror the Brazilian on the left. Both players are supremely gifted on the ball, and where Antony could be considered more single-minded in his approach, Sancho is at his best when combining with teammates. This system sees him flooded by supporting runs from Malacia, Fernandes and the centre forward. The one position still up for grabs. Marcus Rashford has made a strong claim to be Ten Hag's first choice striker, but Antony and Martial's pre-season performances were so promising that the Frenchman cannot be discounted. While Rashford offers the blistering transition pace, Martial's close control and delicate touches could be exactly what is needed against deeper opposition blocks. Now it's time to address the elephant in the room. We did not mention Cristiano Ronaldo in the first 11 because he wanted to leave this summer, and at 37 years old, even he will struggle to lead the line for 90 minutes twice a week. Such is the desired intensity of the new manager's approach. So, Ten Hag could be tempted to use the system that launched Cristiano Ronaldo's career, 4-4-2. 16 years on from an argument with Ruud van Nistelrooy, Ronaldo now finds himself in the Dutchman's shoes as the ball-hungry, ultra-prolific centre-forward. Just like Ruud, he'll also be partnered by either an Englishman or a Frenchman, with Rashford and Martial reprising the roles of Wayne Rooney and Louis Saha in this scenario. Replacing CR7 as the precocious ball-juggling circus act will be Antony. The Brazilian shares the same desire to tie his opponent in knots that characterised Cristiano's inaugural Premier League campaigns and frustrated Van Nistelrooy. Aaron Wan-Bissaka could return to the side to lock down the right flank. The emphasis on individual expression ahead of him means Spider-Wan can focus on his strengths, catching wingers just like flies. Gary Neville has compared Malacia to Patrice Evra, so he keeps his place in this system, while Harry Maguire is given a chance in the middle due to the more rigid structure. Sir Alex Ferguson usually packed his midfield with industry and aggression. Bruno Fernandes perhaps lacks the discipline to play in this role and could find himself out wide instead. Let's think of this pivot as a battle for the starting spot next to Eriksen in the 4-2-3-1. Casemiro and Scott McTominay provide the required tenacity and then some. The 4-4-2 is not a formation Ten Hag is used to, but it probably keeps a few egos in check. It was the great Johan Cruyff who popularised the concept of in-game positional switching, hence his love of the multifunctional footballer, and this final 11 celebrates just that. Lisandro Martínez played 1,345 Eredivisie minutes in midfield under Ten Hag and could reprise his role at some point this season. Not only does that make room for club captain Harry Maguire to rebuild confidence with steady minutes, but it also offers two completely diverging midfield compositions depending on the situation. The first 4-3-3 could see the Butcher flanked by two midfielders that could easily share the same nickname. Casemiro, who could also feature at the base of this midfield as he did at Real Madrid, would, along with Scott McTominay, provide the physicality and the legs to allow Martinez to flaunt his ball-playing attribute from deep. Alternatively, Martinez could play a much shorter passing game, supplying two creative number 8s either side of him in the form of Christian Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes. The front three would be completely fluid, with Sancho, Martial and Antony the most complementary trio should the destructive midfield configuration be chosen, while Cristiano Ronaldo and Marcus Rashford would apply the finishing touches to any flourishes from the pair of playmakers.